All right, so the question is, why doesn't the U.S. government protect you from fraud? Well, they do, but here's what happens. You have the American-based company who puts in place all these specific rules to protect you from fraud. But the Ukrainian company, the agencies, the ones who actually have all the girls, well, they commit all the fraud. So what happens is, let's say, for example, that you decide that the girl you're writing is fake, and you're telling the site that they're defrauding you, and it's a scam, and it's whatever. So they contact the agency that actually has the girl. The agency then contacts the girl, and if they have to pay her, they pay her. But they get her to do a video with her passport, sitting there saying that, hi, I am such and such, and yes, I am using this agency, and yes, I am on this website. And then they send that video to your lawsuit in USA, and your lawsuit's dead. The fraud is committed here. Ukraine doesn't prosecute the fraud. Ukraine is aware of the fraud. And I have heard, supposedly, that if you have enough evidence, they will prosecute it, but it's almost impossible to prove, because if it comes down to it, they'll simply pay the girl some bullshit in order to say that she was the one involved. But I am telling you, personally, I have seen the admin section of Dream Marriage, for example, and I know for a fact that agencies can log in as any girl they want, and they can message you, and they do it on emails, they do it on chat. I know for a fact that there is a program on Dream Marriage where if you write percentage sign, name, percentage sign, it will send an email to that girl with her name, just the same thing they do to you. Ever wonder how your name is always your name with an exclamation point? It's like a glitch in the program. But try it. Send an email if you're on Dream Marriage. Send an email to a girl, and then check what it says in sent. When you look at sent, it'll say exactly what it's supposed to say, her name. The other reason that you are not protected from fraud is because it is, well, I shouldn't say other reason, it's the same reason. It's almost impossible for you to prove, even when you know it for a fact that it is. The girl's not gonna back you up. You don't have real evidence from the site. And we as Americans conduct things in a way, and because it's an American-based company, we assume, oh, this has got to be legit. It just isn't. And everyone knows about this. It isn't some big fucking secret. They all know about it, but no one has any incentive to prosecute it. The men are basically treated like, well, that's what you get for trying to get yourself a beautiful young wife. Nobody really wants to come forward because it's embarrassing for one to admit, because there's still a stigma with this type of dating. It's embarrassing to say that you were doing it. It's kind of like porn. So my suggestion to you would be, don't do it. If you get on one, test everything I told you in the first month of your membership, so you'll see what I'm talking about, and then you'll leave and you'll limit your losses. All right?